Have you heard about this? An Oklahoma pediatrician is accused of allegedly killing her 4-year-old daughter by staging her daughter's drowning. Investigators say that Dr. Neha Gupta and her daughter were visiting Miami, Florida last month when this alleged drowning occurred. Gupta told police that her daughter left their condominium during the night, ended up in the pool, and she told police she tried to save her when she found her but couldn't. Her attorney released this statement saying, quote, "She has had the worst tragedy imaginable occur, and then she's locked up without bond and is missing her own daughter's funeral. Common decency would dictate that a little more than 1 day's worth of investigation transpire before making such a dramatic move." There's more to this story. We have some of this that we pulled from the affidavit. So she reported it as a drowning, but that's not what the forensic pathologist thinks happened. After examining the child's body, there was no water found in the child's lungs or stomach. That her death seemed consistent with asphyxiation. Asphyxiation, had bruising on the inside of her cheeks, the doctor reported. Gupta told officers that they were asleep at the time of the incident, and we do know that she was in the middle of a very bad custody battle with her ex-husband. So police think she killed her daughter and made it look like her daughter accidentally drowned. What do you think is the most damaging fact against this doctor, now defendant? Let's bring back in our power panel, see what they think. Tommy Pope, I'm going to start with you this time, please. What do you think is the most damaging thing you've heard so far in the facts reported about this one?
Julia, obviously the forensics and the autopsy, the difficulty there is you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And so, findings of asphyxiation, drowning, at least drowning, you have the water present, but sometimes they're negative findings. In other words, you're eliminating other things. And so it would really be positive to hear an independent, and I'm sure we'll see this, but a pathologist give a confirming opinion of the same thing. Because to me, that's, what really brings it together. Now, later on at the condo or the Airbnb, there may surface some video, because I was thinking, so if you smothered the child, she's placed her in the pool somehow, if that was the issue, because supposedly she couldn't swim and that's why she couldn't rescue her. But the forensics are going to be key. But again, you just have to be careful basing your entire case on just the forensics, because you have to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. And so, defense can bring an expert that balances that out, and the jury's left wondering. So, to me, that's the damning evidence, but it's also the most fragile.
Great points, Tommy. Sonny, to you next. Your thoughts, please.
This is a horrific case. When we think about these custody, more than parents have been in a custody battle, and the children have subsequently been murdered by them. Don't know all the details, but the concern, and I agree with Tommy, is around the mouth and the forensic and what the is saying right now. And did she do this, and why? Was it to keep the child from the father? And if so, then this is problematic that we keep seeing these type of cases. She is not yet, confirmed. And I think it's really important that because she is not convicted, she is not guilty yet, and we have to see all of the evidence around this particular case. And this is happening in Florida, so I look them.
Yeah, we'll have the cameras in the trial, definitely, Sonny. Mario Gallucci, take us home, if you would, kindly, please, your thoughts.
So if she had the capacity to smother the child, which is unbelievable for a pediatrician, she could have had why wouldn't she have the capacity to then drown the child? And I know that people are going to say, I can't believe I just said that. But I mean, we're talking about a woman who's going to be charged with killing her child by smothering her. Well, it's the same. You're doing the same thing by drowning her. And she's a doctor and she knows it. So I would probably, if I was, like Tommy just said, I would get my own forensic pathologist. Perhaps we get Dr. Bodden in here and we work this case up.
Right. Love Dr. Bodden.